seems like I've gotten a pretty fair response to that whole grain bread video that I made. And after looking at some of the comments, I kind of decided, well, what's the healthiest bread that I can make? So I started doing some research to try to find out exactly what is healthy bread, or is there healthy bread? Let me start by saying I'm not a dietitian or a doctor or anything like that. But you know, I'm a reasonably intelligent guy with the ability to read and distinguish good facts from bad, bogus information from good information. And well, it seems my research has determined that there is no good bread. Now, there's bread that's better than others. You know, everything that seems to be common knowledge seems to be pretty wrong. But there again, that's pretty typical nowadays. Because when you look at the glycemic index for all the different kinds of meals and, you know, flours and grains and all that, essentially what you end up with when you eat bread, regardless, is some type of sugar boost and a body chemistry change. So I guess the answer to all this is that there really is no answer. Bread is just kind of a personal thing. If you really want to get down to brass tacks, if you take 1,000 people, it's going to be 500 different things to that 1,000 people. And that's kind of the issue that you have with it. So where one person has to worry about glutens, another one doesn't. Where one person has to worry about caloric intake, another one doesn't. So essentially you have to decide whether or not bread is a viable option for you, and can you integrate it into your diet, and what you have to do to integrate it into your diet. Or you have to decide that you just have to do without. Now, all of that being said, I have also discovered that if you're going to eat bread, there is only one way to do it, regardless of what type of bread you like. I mean, if you just like plain old white bread, if you like whole wheat bread, if you like some kind of gluten-free stuff that's made with rice flour or almond flour, I mean, just whatever, the options are endless. And the theories, you know, on healthy bread are endless as well. But if you're going to eat bread, the only way to do it is to make it yourself. Now, I have a theory. Instead of concentrating on the bread as much as people do, because, you know, you talk about whole wheat. If you buy bread at the store, even whole wheat bread, healthy bread, all those nutrients break down. It's got preservatives in it. You know, the stuff that you get in the store ultimately isn't much better than, you know, just your regular old bunny bread. By the time it gets, you know, from the bakery to the retailer to your home, you know, it's all kind of the same thing. So I've got an idea for a healthy bread, or at least a healthier bread. So first things first is you have to ensure that the products that you use to make the bread don't have any preservatives. You know, use good flour. And again, this is going to cost you more. I mean, you know, there's a price to pay for everything. There's cost, there's having to do without something else to integrate breads into your diet. You still have to do it in moderation. You know, just because you come up with something that you think is good for you doesn't mean you can just scarf it down. It doesn't work that way. And I think most of you are aware of that. But I've got an idea. And what I'm thinking is all natural ingredients for the bread. And then looking at healthier options for things that go in the bread. So I'm thinking with the right combination of oats, nuts, seeds, base ingredients for the bread, I think that it'll produce a bread that will yield the highest nutritional value that you can get from bread. Because ultimately, bread is bad. You have to accept it for what it is and view it as a vessel to bring those extra oats, grains, seeds, nuts, all that kind of thing to the table. So look for that maybe in a week or two. I've been playing with the recipe. I've had some pretty good success with the test batches so far. And when I get one perfected that's pretty easy to make, I'll go ahead and make the video and post it, and we'll see what you all think. Looking forward to getting that out to you. Take care. Bye.